Good morning. Reverend King, Secretary Carson, Congresswoman Handel, we gather here on this day of service to honor a great son of Georgia, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., on the national holiday that honors this great American. Quote, "This is not a black holiday, it is a people's holiday," end quote, said Coretta Scott King after President Carter's vow of support culminated in President Reagan's signing into law in 1983 the Martin Luther King Jr. national holiday. And Secretary Carson, please thank President Trump on behalf of the people of Georgia for signing legislation January 8th on Georgia soil, creating the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Park. Reverend Alveda King and her cousin Isaac Newton Ferris Jr. were there for the creation of Georgia's first national park. I also thank Alveda King for her donation of the 2,000-volume King Library to our institution, the National Monuments Foundation, and the Millennium Gate Museum, which will be a part of the 8,000-volume C.T. Vivian Library, housed at a new Peace Park we are currently building with TPL, across from the Martin Luther King Jr. Life Home, 1.5 miles from here. The park's narrative honors 300 years of Georgia's tradition of peace and celebrates Dr. King's beloved community. Dr. and Mrs. King will be enshrined in a peace pantheon only a few hundred feet from the home where they raised their family. Reverend Bernice King has said her father would never have imagined such a tribute in his hometown. His beloved community is a global vision in which all people can share in the wealth of the earth. Poverty, hunger, and homelessness will not be tolerated. Racism and all forms of discrimination, bigotry, and prejudice will be replaced by an all-inclusive spirit of sisterhood and brotherhood. A love that can transform opposers into friends. Agape love, overflowing, which seeks nothing in return. It is the love of God that may well be the salvation of our civilization. We gather here today 50 years after his assassination to honor Georgia's son whose message of peace changed the world. Yet, this is a time in American history fraught with discord, mistrust, and disbelief. American tradition of respect, inclusion, collaboration, and compromise is severely strained. I quote again King, a man of the ages. "I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit together at the table of brotherhood. And I, as a young child, terrified by a Ku Klux Klan cross burning on our own yard for a brave, inclusive stance taken by my father," quote Dr. King yet again, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can." I compel the American people on this auspicious day, heed his words, heal our nation. Thank you.